I suggest we wait 1 more minute before starting this presentation. So, hello, and thank you for joining us today. For less than an hour, we will present you the international programs taught in English at l'École de Design, and also the services offered to international students. And we will take a time at the end of the presentation to answer your requests. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to use the Q&A tool at the bottom of your screen, and we will answer your question at the end of the presentation. So we're going to start with introducing ourselves. My name is Anne-Charlotte Coupin, and I'm in charge of the student recruitment at l'École de Design. And I have today with me Michael and Zoe, and I will let you introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Michael. I'm the course leader for the International Master's Program of l'École de Design. Nice to meet you all.
And hello, everybody. My name is Zoe Lacey, and I am Head of International Relations. I'm leading the International Office, and we are in charge of welcoming new international students to the school.
Thank you. So I'm going to ask you to tell us where you come from. So using the message. If you enter the message, the chat system to tell us where you come from, it will be easier for us to give you the right answer. And Zoe, I will let you start the presentation.
Okay, so I am going to start by giving you some information about the city of Nantes. Nantes is situated, as you can see, in the west of France on the Loire estuary. It's the administrative capital of the Pays de la Loire region. It's the 6th largest city in France. It's 2 hours by train from Paris, and just an hour by train from the Atlantic Ocean and some great beaches. With its numerous cinemas, concert halls, and busy calendar of festivals throughout the year, Nantes has a reputation for being a young and vibrant city. It has over 61,000 students in total. It was voted by Time magazine as the best city of Europe to live in terms of quality of life, culture, and creativity. In 2013, it was awarded the title of Green Capital. And in 2019, it was awarded the title of European City of Innovation. So you can see here some sites of Nantes. You can see that it's a historical city. You can also see Nantes' emblematic mechanical element designed by the company Machines de Lille. And this elephant is actually right in the center of the city on Nantes Island, on the Ile de Nantes. Now, the Ile de Nantes, it was formerly the shipyards of Nantes. They've been transformed into a buzzing creative district dedicated to the development of Nantes' cultural and creative industries. And here you can see on the Ile de Nantes, the future École de Design. So for the moment, we are about a 20-minute bus ride outside of Nantes, but in September 2022, the whole school will be moving to the creative district in the center of the city. At the moment, our master's programs are held in this creative district, but we'll all be there by September 2022.
Thank you, Zoe. So now a quick presentation of the school itself. So as you can see, the school is more than 30 years of age. This year we have almost 1,600 students coming from 40 different nationalities. And in September 2020, we graduated 225 students at postgraduate level. So among the numerous teachers of the school, we have professional lecturers and designers. The school also have studios in China, India, Brazil, and Canada, and Michael will tell us a bit more about that later. And during the curriculum, degree-seeking students had to do a mandatory internship. Oops, sorry. So the school is a private non-profit higher education recognized by the French state, and the school prepares students to obtain 2 diplomas. We have the Diplôme de Design, so it's a master's level degree awarded by the Ministry of Higher Education and registered at the RNCP, National Register for Professional Certification. And the school also offered undergraduate diploma, the DENMAD, National Diploma in Fine Arts, Crafts and Design. That is a state-recognized, even a state-controlled diploma. The school is associated to the University of Nantes and is member of the Conférence des Grandes Écoles, which is a top-tier French higher education institution. So a few words about job placement after graduation. So 12 months after graduation, 80% of our students are employed in agencies or as freelance designers. And among them, 17% are pursuing their career abroad. Here you have some of the top destination for the 2018 graduated. So Zoe, I will let you.
Thank you.
Continue.
The École de Design is extremely internationally focused. We have over 110 partner schools worldwide for student mobility and cooperation projects. All of our students spend at least 1 semester abroad at master level, whether it be in one of our studios abroad, on internships in companies abroad, or in one of our partner schools for a study semester. We have 2 fully international programs taught in English, both at undergraduate level, so that would be the final year of the DENMAD program, and at postgraduate level. So we'll tell you more about these programs in the following slides. In 2019, the school was awarded the label Bienvenue en France, so welcome to France, with the maximum 3 stars, which really shows our commitment to welcoming international students to the school. Next, please. So the international office within the school offers a number of services to international students. So we are there to support you throughout your stay at the École de Design. So we have a welcome desk, and when students arrive, we have at least 3 days which we call an integration week, where we go through a lot of administrative procedures with students, but we also do fun stuff as well. We have integration days, opportunities for you all to get to know each other, to get to know the city of Nantes, and to get to know our student associations. We have student associations within the school dedicated to welcoming international students, but we also work with ESN, the Erasmus Student Network, which is a large student association welcoming international students across the city of Nantes. We help students find accommodation, book transport cards, buy health insurance, sign up to the French Social Security, etc. We have a buddy system whereby our own students volunteer to be a buddy for international students, so welcoming when they arrive, but also helping them throughout the semester. And all of these services are on one platform, which is called Fil Français. It's a partner of our schools. So it's one platform where you can carry out all of these administrative procedures. You can book your accommodation, you can buy insurance, you can request a buddy, you can sign up to the French Social Security. And so anyone that is accepted to the school has a link to this online platform. And when you arrive during the integration week, we help you with all of these procedures.
Thank you, Zoe.
So I'm going to tell you a bit about how the studies are organized at the school. So basically on the chart here, you can see two tracks, one at the top, the other at the bottom. So I will start with the top track, which starts with the first year of a bachelor degree. And it's a program that would last 5 years and lead you to the Diplôme de Design, so the master's degree of l'École de Design. So it's a 5-year program. So you enter the first year and you exit during the 5th year. In terms of the chart, everything which is in gray color is taught in French, and everything which is in red color is taught in English. So I will focus on the programs taught in English now. So it means that you can join our school directly at the master level if you have studied design for 4 years or 3 years if you have a European bachelor. So 3 or 4 years of design in any field will allow you to join our master's programs. And if you have studied design for 2 years, then you'll be able to join the 3rd year of a school, which is called the International DenMAD, which can be related to space design, graphic design, or product design. So basically, these are 2 different degrees. One reads the 3-year program leads to the bachelor level degree, which is a national degree. And the other one, Diplôme de Design. So if you join the master's directly, you will get a master's degree in design recognized by the French state at level 7, which is the French system. And of course, if you complete, for example, the 3rd year of DenMAD, then after that year, you can definitely join the master programs as well. So if you don't want to stop at the bachelor's level, then you can join the master program. So basically, we have 3 years who are fully taught in English.
Thank you, Michael. So I will give you some more information about what we call the International DenMAD. In fact, the school offered 3 DenMAD. So DenMAD is for National Diploma in Fine Arts, Craft and Design. And as Michael just said, it is a state-controlled diploma, which leads to the award of a bachelor degree after 3 years of studies. But here we are talking about the 3rd and last year of this curriculum. So its purpose is to welcome students for an academic Asian semester, but also students from all over the world want to seek the diploma, and the program is fully taught in English. So we have 3 programs. We have the programs in industrial products. So the program offers a specialization in the field of industrial design, from the industrial expertise, the design of products made to serve the users, their environment, and their expectation. For instance, here you have a piece of furniture that was created for pet owners, and the idea is in sometime in small spaces, how to share your furniture with your pets. And it was a project from a students who did the international class in retail and industrial products. We have another program in digital media design. So within this program, the digital designers is involved in the various phases of the design of digital interactive product and service. Here, for instance, the project is an app and a connected object based on surf therapy. So the idea is really to have this connected object that looks like a watch, and the application to help you to be more relaxed. You can have the noise of the sea, of the ocean, and sometimes it will help you to breathe in, breathe out, and to be more relaxed. Maybe because of this difficult time for our students, I don't know. And the last program is retail and interior design. So this program offers a specialization in the design of all spaces through projects concerning housing, commercial spaces, work and leisure spaces. And the project here is a shared kitchen. the students who work on that project imagine a place where people can gather and talk, and also have this generation sharing and cooking together. So this is a kind of project you can work on within the 3 DenMAD we offer.
Okay, and now I will explain so what we do at master level. So it's 2 years, the master programs in France. And if you join the master programs when you are coming from another school, basically you will join the program which is called Le Studio France. So it's an international design strategy program. I'm in charge of this program in the school, and the idea of this program. So if you have either as an exchange student or as a full-time student, I can see some of the students here like Shireen or Syed who are will be coming next year as exchange student in this program. It will be divided into 2 semesters. The first year of master is divided into 2 semesters. The first semester is really focused on you getting used to the school, to the methodology, the way we do design projects, and the pedagogy, which can be quite different from other countries. So you'll have a time to adapt to that. We will teach you or will let you improve on how to manage a design project from the very beginning to the final concept. We'll work also on building up your technical skills. You will have some elective classes that you can take to improve or to discover new, for example, new software that you never had the chance to do before. You will get classes that you can choose and pick and choose from different topics. We will focus also a lot on user-centered design, so focus on social sciences like anthropology, sociology, and even marketing that will help you understand your users better when you are doing a project. And we'll also have projects with companies. So everything is fully taught in English. And this year we had students from 12 different countries in the class, so it's very diverse, just like the international DenMAD program. It's the same. So there's usually a very friendly spirit in the class, and that's the kind of values also that we try to develop during this project, being open-minded and learning new ways of doing design. So that's the structure for the spirit for the Studio France. And then we have 5 majors related to this program that you can choose. So we will focus on 5 majors that you can choose one. So there is care design, which focuses on health, well-being, security, and on doing design for people who have specific needs. It can be children, it can be old people, it can be people with specific sickness or disabilities. For all these people, we need to adapt the product, the services, the spaces to make it easily usable, accessible to them. So we are working with companies in this field, working with hospitals, with centers who are doing research on aging population. We are working with insurance companies. We are doing, so we have a whole ecosystem which will provide you with projects related to each of the topic I will describe now. So care design is one of them. The other one is city design. City design focuses on the quality of life in the city, the services in the city, the mobility in the city, how we use the transportation in the city, and also on rural areas, not only big cities, but also the rural areas where we have less services, smaller cities. So how we bring services to these smaller cities. And once again, it's a very comprehensive subject. We are working with for example, the post office, not the French post office. We're working with the French transportation train system, SNCF, working with the Paris bus and tram and metro network. So we have projects with these companies to think about the cities and how to improve and make cities easy to live for human beings, basically, and sustainable as well. Then we have digital design, which focuses more on UX, UI design, user interfaces, connected objects, and how we can make, I would say, we have the rise of this artificial intelligence. We have machines now that are very very performant, that can sometimes do tasks better than humans. So we're also thinking about how we as humans can have this machine at our service and not be too dependent on those machines as well. So on those interfaces. So all those human and machine relationships, we are thinking a lot about them. Digital is everywhere now, but we need to make sure that the purpose behind all this technology is at the service of humans, basically. So there's a lot of projects also related to biomimicry in this program. We try to learn from nature, so for all the programs I'm mentioning, it doesn't matter if you come from product design, graphic design, space design, digital design. Even if you're a product designer or a space designer, for example, you can do the digital design program. It's completely open, and we're not only looking for people who have a background in digital design at the bachelor level. The same for all the other programs. For food design, so as its name says, we're focusing on food, but it's mainly about how to produce food for mankind that is good for health, that is good for the environment. We're working on the food system also. Yeah, the idea is how will we feed the planet without destroying the planet? How will we feed the humans without destroying the planet, basically? So we're looking at new ways of doing, of promoting food. Maybe sometimes using food that should be discarded, we can make things out of it, or byproducts of food. So it's very diverse. Once again, we're working with supermarkets, with food companies, with agro-engineering schools in this field. Once again, it's very large. And finally, we have media design, which focuses on all the ways we can use to communicate a message, basically. So it's, of course, through, it can be, well, images, animation, video games, virtual reality, etc. So it's about telling stories and, yeah, basically sharing a message to someone else in creative ways. It's also about data visualization, about data journalism also, how we can explain something in an easy way for people, how we can use data and play with data, I would say. So it's once again very large topic, and it will fit. We also do scenography in this field. So even if you're not a graphic designer or a video game designer, as a stage designer or scenography designer, you will be able to work on spaces in this program. So these are the 5 topics that we propose, and yeah, you can either stay here for 6 months or for 2 years to get the degree.
Thank you.
And we also have, as Anshad mentioned, we have studios abroad as well. So besides Nantes, which is our main campus, we have studios in Pune, in India, in Shanghai, in China, in Sao Paulo, in Brazil, and in Montreal, in Canada. And the idea is that students who will go there, study there, will study there at master level for 2 years, and they will try to address the issues of the local populations and work on projects that will help people, local people, by taking into account the different cultural differences. So in Brazil, so we are, every time we are hosted into universities. So in Brazil, we are hosted by University Cidade Presbyteriana Mackenzie, sorry, in Sao Paulo. So students will spend 2 years there and work on projects there. The China studio is located in Shanghai. And most of the time, students who do these programs will have very good job opportunities to stay abroad. We have chosen also to be present into countries which have a very rich culture and also an interesting design scene. So you can have a lot of interaction with the design world in these countries. India Studio is also located in Pune, in the Mahastra Institute of Design, and it focuses on social design, but not only. And finally, we have the studio in Montreal, which works a bit differently because we are located into an incubator, a startup incubator. So the students also have interactions with companies, and will work partly with startup companies on their projects. So the Brazil, China, and India are taught in English mainly. For Brazil, students will also learn Portuguese and get usually quite good at Portuguese. China, we have basic courses to teach Chinese. India, we have some basic courses to teach Hindi as well. And on Studio Montreal, it's taught in French because it's in the French-speaking part of Canada.
Thank you. Now, a few words about the application. So if you want to apply as a degree-seeking students, the application have to be done online until June 30 for the international DENMAD and the postgraduate programs. So you will be required to provide several documents to upload directly on our application website, and once your application file is complete, you will be invited to participate in an interview. And if you have the tuition fees for non-European students and European students. So for the third year international class or the master's program, if you come from Europe, it will be 7,700 euros, and if you come from non-Europe, it will be 9,000 euros per year. And that's it for me.
If you would like to apply as an exchange student, you can see that the deadline was May the 15th. So the deadline has now passed. We are still accepting applications for our retail and interior design program because we still have spaces. So if you're still interested in applying for that program, please apply within the next week. So that is the deadline for the autumn semester. If you want to apply for the spring semester, the deadline will be November the 15th. Students that want to apply need to go via their international offices. And on our website, if you go to the international section and then click on exchanges, you can find out the information that your university would need to send to our international office, to me, to nominate you. And then following the nomination, we will send you the link to our online application form. So exchange students need to come from partner schools, so one of our 110 partner schools, and exchange students do not pay tuition fees.
Thank you. So if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask us using the Q&A tool at the bottom of your screen. We are here to answer it.
While you're typing your questions, maybe we can give you some details about COVID, maybe, because that's the subject of a time for. So just to let you know what we did this year. This year we were able to manage to teach most of the classes with the students physically in the school. We had specific authorizations from the government to do it. And also because we want to make sure that if you come from so far away, we want to make sure that you won't follow all your classes online. So we had more of an, I would say, 80 or 90% of our classes were with physically in the school, and we're wearing masks. We are making sure we have half capacity in the classes, but. For design students, it's important also to be able to do things with your hands, to work in the workshops. So we have organized the courses so we could do that in a safe way. And we had very few COVID cases in the school, so it's been working pretty well, I would say. if needed, we are able to do teaching online, just like we're doing now, Zoom, and we are teaching from afar. But for international students, we really insist that part of your experience is to be with all the students, French students and students from other countries, and share with them. So we are trying to make sure that we can maintain that as much as possible. Hopefully, it's going to be better and better with people being vaccinated, etc. But it's hard to make predictions about what's going to happen in September. But we're quite confident because we've already been for 2 years we've been organizing classes with COVID in mind, and well, we're experienced.
Also, in relation to international travel, I mean, it's looking like it's going to be fairly easy to travel within Europe in the coming months. I have put a link on the chat, which is the conditions to enter France and what certificates are needed, etc. So it should be fairly easy for Europeans without any quarantine. But have a look at this link if you come from outside of Europe to see what the rules and regulations are for your country. Most people will need a PCR test. Most people will need to fill out the certificates provided on this website. Some people will need to do a quarantine, so it's worth looking at that website before you travel.
So we don't have any question at the moment, but we do now. What test should you do beforehand for French and English?
Zoe, are you an exchange student, or are you a regular student?
From Belgium, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it depends really whether you don't need, if you're applying for one of the international programs, whether it be as an exchange student or as an international student, you don't need any French before you come. Obviously, if you want to learn a bit of French, it can also always help you with your everyday life. But the programs at the school are entirely taught in English. We do offer to everybody French classes to learn the basics of French. But that's all. In terms of looking for accommodation when you're applying for the second semester, so I see you're applying for the second semester, so you're probably an exchange student. You should probably start looking, well, you won't have an answer regarding your acceptance until the end of November. So I would say as soon as you're accepted, you should click on the Feel Français platform and start looking for accommodation. Yeah, you shouldn't wait around, basically. Is there a document online with more information about the content of the courses? For DenMAD, at the moment, what's online is the information you have, but more detailed information is on its way within the next week. So check the website within a week, and we will have some more detailed information. For the moment, this information is just in French, so it's being translated.
Yeah,
we
so
have we have a question in the chat related to this courses list, because Daniel is asking about the class he is going to take, and he asks us if there is a list available.
Yeah.
For DenMAD.
Yes, I think
there is a list on the website, which is quite a general list. There's not a lot of information. You have the list of the courses that you can take, but for the content of the courses, that will be coming within a week.
Thank you.
So keep your eye on the website.
Okay, and when the result will be?
For the exchanges for the second semester or for the first semester? For the first semester, the results will be at the end of May, so very soon. For the second semester, the results will be at the end of November.
Okay, thank you.
Just to add more about the question, do you have to learn French before coming? So no, not necessarily. It will always help if you have know a few words of French. It depends on how long you plan to stay. If you're coming as an exchange student for 6 months, anyway, you will have classes. It's more than 20 hours of classes per semester that we have both at master and bachelor level to help you with everyday life in France. If you're planning to stay for 2 years, of course, it can be a big help to know a bit of French. And since you're living in the country, usually you do catch up with French anyway, because not everybody speaks English everywhere. And yeah, but we provide French classes for international students. That's part of a curriculum.
Thank you, Michael. So we have a question from Eva Andres. Yeah. So Zoe is answering by typing in the chat. So the semester will start at the very end of August, and the date to arrive in France will be written in the acceptance letter. Okay. Maybe a few words about the first days at school, because as you mentioned during the presentation, Zoe, students are required to come at the end of August to take part in an integration week, I think.
This is a week, well, it's actually 3 days. So basically your courses will be starting the following week. So the first week is devoted to helping you with all the administrative steps, so signing up to the French Social Security, etc., buying insurances, buying a phone card. We also have a workshop to learn some basics in French. We have a workshop to learn about French culture and to learn about each other's culture. And then we have a day, if COVID allows us, where we go into the city and we all get to know each other on an integration day, but we'll tell you more about that when you arrive.
Thank you. So the courses will start at the same date for both third year international class and master's program.
So yeah, whether the students are from masters or from the bachelor program, all the international students will be able to get to know each other during this first week.
So if some of the courses are similar to the ones already seen in your own university, can you take courses of the master and DENMAT program, or is this not possible? Zoe.
No, you can't take classes both from the master's program and from the DENMAT program, because it would not work timetable wise. You can see that there are compulsory classes and there are some optional classes. So for the optional classes, it's kind of understood that the compulsory classes you follow and the optional classes you follow if you want to, and you don't if you don't want to. If you've already followed a class within the compulsory classes, then it can be negotiated that you just go to the exam at the end. It really depends on the teacher, but we do expect you to attend most of the courses. It's not really something you can pick and choose from, except for the optional subjects.
And by experience, there are as many definitions of design as there are schools of design. So even if it's the same subject, sometimes the way it's taught will be completely different. So yeah, all the courses basically are mandatory. Even if you had a marketing class, for example, in your university, you will still take the marketing class here as well.
Thank you. So we don't have any more questions. So if you have any question, we still have time to answer it. So don't hesitate to ask us. I don't know if you want to add something, Zoe or Michael.
Your mic is off, I think. Sorry.
No, just that we're really looking forward to welcoming the international students. In the second semester, even during confinement, we still managed to welcome all our international students, so we don't expect to be cancelling anything. And so we're looking forward again to meeting you all. And if you have any questions in the meantime, or you need any help, then don't hesitate to contact me, and we will help you in the international office.
and we can also put you in touch with students. We have our current students from from many different countries as well. So maybe you have some fellow countrymen which are already here and studying here. I could give you more information. So you do ask us if you want to be put in touch with one of our students from your country. We would be happy to help.
Well, I think this is it. So thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you, Michael and Zoe, for helping me during this presentation. And we, of course, remain at your disposal. If you have any question, you can send us emails, and we will be, of course, happy to welcome you very soon at the school. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
See you soon.